Here's what happened.
That's just
Ian
Ian.
shuffling about.
Ian's making a lot of noise. But hopefully we'll get
Well,
that.
I can't help it. I'm
Hello,
on the pad.
Internet. How are you? It's been a long time. Happy birthday! Robin,
Yeah.
go ahead and say that thing.
All right. You're listening to RedemptionCast, Season 3, Episode 11, Birthday. A powerful vision knocks Cordy out of her body, leaving her physical self in a vegetative state, but a guide on the astral plane offers her a new lease on life. I'm Robin.
I'm Stephanie.
This is Kimberly.
I'm Illyrio.
Go.
What?
And I'm Ian.
Yeah, sorry,
Yay,
I'm so used to
Ian.
introducing myself on my own podcast. Well, the two podcasts I have.
Welcome, Ian.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me along. It's great to be here.
It's good having you. Hey, everyone. It's a new episode of RedemptionCast.
Hey.
All right.
Mere days since the 6-year anniversary of Potential Cast.
I was going to say that
yeah.
Ian hasn't been on here probably as long as I have. I mean, it's been about the same
Hey,
amount of
man.
time.
Life is a wondrous thing. And as Steph mentioned earlier, my kids are really busy.
Luckily, we're covering an immortal vampire's life, so we've got plenty of time.
Yeah, we're doing really well.
What's up?
Okay.
What? What, Kim?
Sorry, I just nearly had some road rage.
Oh.
Oh. Are you on the road?
I am. I'm on the John Valley Parkway. That means
Nice.
nothing to anybody.
I know what the DVP is. You never call it the DVP, do you?
I do.
It's just the Dawn, or the Dawn Valley, right?
The DVP. Anyway,
All right.
sorry. Go on.
It's okay. So what everybody think of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view the other night? Never mind. That's for John Sterling, who I know doesn't listen. Hey, guys, Cordy, it's her birthday.
Yay.
She's popping pills.
Oh.
I was like, oh no, is this another intervention kind of episode thing? Oh, thank God it wasn't. Phantom
because-
Dennis is here. I love it. And we got to see Doyle kissing Cordy again.
Yay.
Hey.
It's always good to see Doyle.
And Skip, we got Skip again. And I hate Skip. I think he's evil now. Steph, you were
Oh.
saying before I cut you off unceremoniously?
Cordy's birthday. Oh, what's great is we've saw Cordy over the past, I guess this season, hiding her all the pain that she's in from Angel in the game.
She was even getting examined, like getting CAT scans and stuff.
Yeah.
But those aren't
And,
cheap, right, guys? Help me out, American friends. How much do those cost?
Yes, they're very expensive.
I never
She doesn't
scanned
have
my cat.
insurance with Angel Investigations, right?
No.
No, I believe
So who's
they-
paying for those?
Maybe she's working it out in payments.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so this has been going on for a year, according
Wow,
to...
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it starts out they're cleaning the floors, they're cleaning up the hotel. I could not remember what happened. I had to go back and read a summary of the last episode. So
Who's
the last
sorry about
episode-
popping their guts?
the last episode, when the baby is being born, all of these demons are coming to the hotel for the baby. And so
Yes.
that's when Wesley had the flamethrower.
Ah.
So there was a huge... Oh, and it's when the doctor came and had cages.
Yeah,
For-
Angel dropped a grenade, and it was a big mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're having to clean up.
The funny thing about this is that Angel refuses to let Cordy hold the baby because she's been down in the muck cleaning her hands. But as soon as she comes back out from the bathroom, still wearing this really mucky clothes, that's when he decides to let her hold the baby. Like, yeah, your hands are clean. Whatever about the rest of you.
I don't know, man. I gotta tell you, I'm all of that scrubbing and stuff was nothing. The real point is her acceptance speech.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I remember
that's
making
old Gordy
acceptance
shining through there.
speeches.
Everybody
I remember.
does that.
Here's the thing, guys. They avoided the trope of her thinking she was alone and then Fred surprising her with applause. She was actually doing it for Fred's benefit, you guys. That's how confident she is.
Well, she's got to give it to somebody.
Like, absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Hmm.
So that was cute. And then Gunn comes out and he's all covered up. And did he have a hairnet? I seem to have a memory of him wearing like a head covering, but he's like bald.
I think he
I thought it
was.
was funny.
Was it a do-rag or?
I think it was a medical
No.
hair thing, not just a hairnet, a hospital hairnet kind of thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like one of those, like when you visit the dairy, Robin.
They make milk in other places.
Yeah, I know because my wife has been working
My
quite
wife!
a lot with a dairy producer,
Yeah.
and so she has to wear those things when she visits plants in Wisconsin and stuff. Yeah, but I forget what it's called. It's like a shower cap style.
Yeah.
And I bet it was a shower cap in one of the rooms.
How about that cake? Great Wonder Woman cake for
Oh
Cordy.
man, that was awesome.
People have always thought that
That was
Cordy
really
would be a
great.
great Wonder Woman, or Charisma Carpenter would be a great Wonder
Oh
Woman.
really?
Yeah. Well, at least Buffy fans.
I think he would have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I don't
had it
disagree.
made with the crossbow and all.
Yeah.
So.
And then it's take the baby, right?
Yeah. Because they think that she's just excited about getting gifts, but really she's about to collapse.
Yeah. Just awesome. And
And of
man,
course
she
he
goes
does it
right
right in
into that
front of-
case.
Yeah.
Were you saying, Ian?
I mean, it's just, of course they had to do it right there in front of all the sharp instruments.
And the glass that breaks
Yeah,
and
she like
shatters
falls
around
into
her.
the cabinet. Yeah.
Yeah. That really is like the worst.
Maybe move the weapons cabinet out of the lobby.
I think that's happened several times now. That cabinet doesn't have good luck at all.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get some solid doors, people. I mean, you really need to see the weapons, and it's frosted glass anyway. Like, why get frosted glass? Just get solid doors.
So
and she has her vision, and
Oh, go
then
ahead.
we cut to commercial, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I was watching it on Netflix.
Reddit, I thought. They were.
Credits.
we,
Thank you.
the
Yes,
credits,
it was
isn't
credits.
Oh,
Credits.
right. Before we cut to what happens after, I have to mention that
Sorry.
this episode actually takes place. It aired January 14th, 2000, right? And in the episode The Prodigal, they actually set up the security system for Angel Investigations with Cordy's birthday, which was May 22nd. So one strange thing is that obviously the dates are different, but also that this is also around the time when Buffy the Vampire Slayer usually airs like their birthday episode for Buffy's birthday. So I think the writers got into this thing like we should do like a birthday episode about this time. But yeah, it was revealed that her birthday was May 22nd in The Prodigal, and I just wanted to say The Prodigal was the first season episode of Angel, covered by RedemptionCast on June 26, 2012.
Yay!
Wow,
What?
2012.
2012.
That was a long time ago. I was much thinner. We have a really kind of awesome reveal, and it's instantaneous. She's out of her body, guys.
Yeah.
And it was really nice. I gotta tell you guys, I love this stuff. I love this
Cute.
this whole conceit of one of the characters is out of their body and they can't communicate, but they can observe.
I love it. It's so Christmas Carol. I was hoping there would be 3 demons, but there was just one.
I know.
Or It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. That's what I was thinking.
All we got is the skip of a Los Angeles present. More on Skip later. Let me tell you, I'm not his #1 fan.
Wow. Okay.
I like Skip.
Self-serving. No, it was okay. I'm gonna cut right to it. Here's my theory, guys. Skip offered Cordelia this deal because he knew it would alter the past, and it would mean that Angel would not have gone into his prison dimension and beaten him and helped that other guy escape, which is like the one black mark on his record. And so I think Skip did it all for himself. That's what I think.
Well,
There was no altruism in what Skip was doing.
This is my theory, because I can't remember what happens. But my theory is he's trying to get Cordy out of the picture because of her visions for some reason.
Well, I
Or is that
was
too
convinced it was
simplistic?
just a time difference thing, or like a time travel thing, or a like fork in the road type thing. I enjoyed his little play-by-play on the telestrator. I thought that was cute. Very
the
Madden football thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, poor Cordelia, she can't get back in her body. And then as soon as Fred found those pills, I was like, oh no, she's got the pills, and they're gonna find out.
How sad was it that Wesley? No, it wasn't Wesley. It was Gunn and Fred, right?
Mhm.
Gunn and Fred had to break the news to Dennis. That was so sad.
That was sad.
Because you imagine, like, Dennis is like a pet. It's like a pet that waits all day long for Cordy to come home.
Oh my God, that's ghostist. What you're saying? He's not her pet.
But he can't leave. He's trapped there. She's his whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why you kind of wonder, like, so where did he get that party hat and the confetti and the banner? She probably had it in a drawer somewhere.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I mean, the confetti was great.
That's
I really
so awesome.
thought Fred's introduction was amazing. I'm really kind of. I think they're hitting us over the head pretty hard that Gunn has a crush on Fred.
Yeah, he seems to be really into how cute she is.
You're so cute, Fred.
Yeah, it's fairly obvious.
And then later he's holding Cordy's underwear, which, by the way, is the way I always break the ice when I want to talk to a cute girl. I hold someone else's bra in my hand to distract from how nervous I am. You see.
Last
Basically
year,
it.
when we talked about Angel, like the last time last year, whenever,
Last year.
did we talk about how J. August Richards and Amy Acker were roommates, trailer mates?
Really?
They shared a trailer.
I said something about that. Yeah, go ahead.
And
Joe.
I
They
always
shared
wondered,
a trailer.
were they just friends? Were they romantic?
Oh, those trailers aren't that big.
Yeah, maybe they weren't there at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody let us know,
Sure.
Yeah.
listeners.
Yeah, somebody let us know.
Because I want to know
Hey,
about
one viewer
gossip.
right now. Hello, viewer. Thank you for watching us and listening to us right now. It might
If
be
you were a
Kim.
PA on the side, a set of Angel, please. Give
Yeah,
us
let us know. We want. Come
All
on
the
and
dirt.
dish.
Come on,
Give
it's
us all
been
the
years. It's been like 15
RedemptionCast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? More like 16.
Yeah, 16. So, yeah, Angel is kind of reacting to this because, like, furious furious at Cordy for not letting them know what was going on with her.
Oh man, has Angel always been a control freak?
I think he feels a lot of responsibility for, protecting his friends.
So he's going to be a jerk?
At the same time, he's kept a lot of secrets from them, especially last season.
That's different. He's an immortal vampire. He's got secrets. He's got a whole different personality to deal with.
Yeah, I suppose.
I wasn't a fan of him, really intimidating Lorne. He means business, but there's no reason.
That was terrible.
Pretend to get all physical with Lorne.
And poor Lorne, one of his horns is broken. Are you kidding?
Oh no!
That looks painful.
That looks
Apparently
terrible.
they grow back.
Yeah, but still. Yeah. And how easy was it to find a loophole in that spell that he could write it down? He couldn't say it. Like what he was told, but he could write it down. I thought that was lame.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The powers that be didn't really.
Except the powers that be. The powers that be wanted Angel there, or at least Skip did.
Yeah, I know.
One of the two, So they wanted that loophole,
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, Skip
Yeah,
or the
because
powers that be,
otherwise
one
they
of the
couldn't
two.
convince. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Ian.
Yeah, no. All I'm saying is one or the other. Because if Skip's the one who's manipulating the situation and just saying it's the powers that be that's doing this, this is a whole other situation.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the great things about this is that Cordy is trying to, not trying to just solve her own problem. She's just trying to communicate this vision. So it's this address. She's trying to get to Angel.
Yeah.
And then she ends up using him as a meat puppet for a couple minutes, which is really funny.
Oh, I was
really
hoping.
funny.
I was hoping that they would be like a body switch for a split second.
I know.
I was really hoping to see Angel have the Cordelia-isms.
Freaky Cordy.
That would have been hilarious, but didn't quite happen.
Yeah, that would have been really great.
And Cordy didn't even bother checking Angel out. That's something Cordy would have done.
Yes, I agree.
I totally agree.
I don't know. I think maybe old Cordy would have done that. I think the Cordy we have now is on a mission.
Yeah.
But we're saying it would have been funny.
Oh, I agree. But it would have been typical. So
True. And
you know.
I wouldn't have held it against the show.
While you were parking, Kim, we had talked about how Gunn seems very concerned about how cute Fred is.
Right.
And how they're really kind of hitting us over the head about Gunn having a crush on Fred.
Yeah, I don't
Thoughts?
like it.
Ooh.
Oh, it was almost
don't
so
like
Why not?
tipping them.
I don't know why. It just seems a little not obvious, but Fred was so clearly enamored with Angel.
Oh yeah.
And then there's this sort of weird triangle going on. It's just like, ugh. And he's going to be like, what about me? And then she'll look at him and be like, I didn't know that you felt that way. And I don't know. I just think it's going to be ridiculous.
What about Wesley?
Yeah. What about
Yeah, poor
Wesley?
Wesley.
There's that whole, they're still in that, remember that?
You're forgetting about Dennis,
Oh, gosh.
Fred and Dennis, they had chemistry
There's like
there.
a love octagon going on here.
Yeah. Weird.
Speaking
Yeah.
of
He's
the
got that-
octagon.
Wesley's got that weird post, almost murdering Fred with an axe thing going on, too.
Yeah. When, oh man, Wesley. So, Cordy's in the
Matrix.
in the astral plane.
Oh.
She keeps hearing this kind of voice, and there's kind of like the shadow, and then all of a sudden it materializes, and we see our old buddy, our old pal, our old comrade, Skip. Yay! I thought.
Yay. I got a bit of trivia for that. People are insane for Skip, says David Greenwalt of the enormous fan reaction after Skip was introduced in that Vision thing, which is why his character was brought back to be Cordelia's guide in this episode. David Denman, the actor who plays Skip, says that when Charisma Carpenter told him how excited she was to work with him, quote, "I thought she was kidding with me." By the way, that Vision thing was a third season episode of Angel covered by Redemption Cast on December 3rd, 2015. That was only 8 episodes ago.
Mm-hmm. And in that episode, we recall, Angel went down to whatever dimension Skip was guarding, evil guy, Senator's son, and beat Skip and then released an awful evil guy. Yeah. And my contention is that Skip is, he wants his perfect record back of being an awesome guard, and he figured the way he would do that was convince Cordy to change her life, change her past, therefore affecting Angel, therefore making sure that Angel never went down there, because without Cordy's visions, he wouldn't have to go down there and release anybody in exchange for Cordy's health and safety. And so Skip then got what he wanted. And I think that Skip is a selfish, self-centered. It wasn't altruistic. It had nothing to do with the powers. I think it was all Skip. I think it was just Skip trying to. He was just doing something for Skip, not for anybody else.
I think that's a good theory because of his reaction to later on her decision later. Mm-hmm. Let me get to it. Just the look on his face, like why is he so angry when he's like, "But it's a pleasure being your guide," you know, like
yeah.
Dude.
But it's not like it's not revealed that was his plan at the end of this episode. So are you thinking
No, but I'm saying that's a good theory.
Yeah. I'm just saying to Illyria, like, do you think it's gonna try again?
I don't know. I mean, it would really suck if I was right about Skip, because I think Skip is awesome as a character. I think it's so not, it's not traditional to have like this awfully evil-looking demon guy be just such a pleasant human. He shows up in this episode. Hey, how's it going?
It subverts your expectations.
It subverts your expectations.
And I love that he's making pop culture references to things that are happening that have seemed like so far away in pop culture, but they were only within the last year or two. Like, he loves The Matrix, not a fan of Gladiator.
Hey,
yeah,
I was Skip on this. Gladiator can kiss my ass.
Yeah, on his days off, he watches sports and he watches movies. He's just kicked back in the recliner all weekend. But on his days off.
Can I just, Illyria, what was your problem with Gladiator? Were you not entertained? Thank you. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Bye, Robin.
I don't get it.
My problem was, are you not entertained? Is one of the major lines.
Okay.
Yeah. My problem with Gladiator, I like to be able to follow the action.
Oh, right.
And I don't like being disoriented. That's basically it. So yeah, Skip meets Cordy. Cordy meets Skip. He's like, "Come with me if you want to live." I think that's what he said. And then he held out his hand.
They actually.
Dun, 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 dun.
They actually watch Hero on one of the TVs, and that. Cordy learns that Doyle was not supposed to give the visions to her. So, did you guys get any sort of feels seeing that scene on the TV, or any like, holy shit?
It brought back the memory. It brought back the memory of me yelling at Tim Minear for killing Doyle. That's the memory it brought back to me.
Yeah, but I do feel like it's such a lie.
Pardon?
I feel like that is such a lie. I feel like Skip is lying.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, Angel was supposed to get the memories.
Sorry, go ahead.
And the memories. So Angel was supposed to get the visions, and they were supposed to drive him crazy. That's the way the powers that be wanted it to be.
It's just ridiculous. I don't understand why that would make any more sense. Maybe because then he would get redemption through suffering, but
Well,
you know, I don't
know,
know.
The other thing as well is if Cordy wasn't around, if Cordy wasn't there, I'm not sure the visions would have been transferred at all. I think Doyle would still be alive because a lot of his sacrifice was to do with Cordy, his feelings for Cordy.
Well, yeah, but also to his draw to, like, because he's been, like a closeted half demon, as in a way of speaking, and these demons needed his help, and then that was his way to express, like, accepting that demon side of him. I mean, his love for Cordy was definitely growing through those episodes, but I don't think it was all about Cordy. I think him becoming a hero would have happened either way. So when that whole situation is set up at the beginning of the show, Doyle is the half demon that has the visions that gives Angel missions to go take care of things for the powers that be. Are the powers that be able to see the future and know that Doyle is going to eventually sacrifice himself, or is that something that the powers that be that couldn't see?
My head hurts and my nose is starting to bleed.
I'm just saying, like, maybe the powers that be couldn't have called the Cordy thing, so
yeah,
they set up some sort of alternate thing.
I don't know. I don't think these powers ain't all be all end all be. I'm pretty sure it's not as awesome a thing to be a power of the bees. I think they pretty much. I think they're pretty much making it up as they go along. That's my theory. I think that Doyle is much more likely to have kissed Cordy than to have kissed Angel. So I don't know what people are thinking about. Although that's a scene I would have liked to see. Doyle transferring the powers to Angel to kiss, because we know how that got transferred, right? At the end, spoilers, we're talking about the end now. Angel and Cordy. By the way, most unexpected kiss ever. Hello. I did not expect that. But she kisses Angel, which was nice. I mean, it was hot as you can get kissing a crazy person. No offense, anyone, but he was really kind of out of it and insane. And
also, it was an alternate reality.
Yeah, it was an alternate reality where Wesley's torso is like much thicker for some reason.
Right, Cordy is the only one who remembers this alternate reality. It's just very similar to another series I do, Babylon 5, where only one person kisses the other, another person in a future story, flash forward thing. So it's a weird thing. At the moment, Cordy's kissed Angel, but Angel hasn't kissed Cordy.
I see.
Anyway, we really should move along with this vision. Like, we meet Tammy, who had the visions, and it blew out the back of his skull. Less human than
really did.
It really is one of the worst English accents I've heard.
It was terrible, guys. Although I must say, it was an impressive open head wound.
Yeah.
Head wound Harry's got nothing on her, let me tell you. And so, Skip is really laying it on thick, man. You go back to your body, Cordy, you're going to have one more vision, and you're going to die.
Right.
Like, I think you should probably take my offer. Take my offer. Trust me. I'm Skip. I'm very pleasant and congenial. You can trust me. I'm not ever selfish. I'm always altruistic.
I love the Matrix. Come on.
Hey, look, we're in the mall.
Yeah.
You love the mall, right?
Hey, you want to shop?
You want a pretzel?
Well,
It's chocolate covered.
The last straw is when he shows Angel talking to the quote conduit to the powers that be, and reveals that he's like, oh, she's selfish. She doesn't, she doesn't deserve the powers or whatever. He's like,
that is so soap opera, you guys.
And
What's that?
So soap opera.
Wait, what is soap opera?
And then it's you show up and someone is speaking about you in a negative way, and you don't stick around long enough to find out that
you don't see
in
the
fact
context.
they mean something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the other point that right before this.
Yeah.
Skip shows Cordy the pilot to Angel, and the part where Cordy meets the party and does this whole football breakdown.
Yeah, that was awesome. The football breakdown was great.
Yeah.
I have to say that really, really took us back.
Yeah.
Really took us back. Very, very long way. And it's it's kind of neat to kind of imagine those two were in the same room and they didn't notice each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's possible. I don't think it would be
I
possible
don't think so
for you
either.
to miss Cordelia Chase at a party.
But not even that. They would have met somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, very likely.
Yeah, I just thought it was a little too convenient, this alternate reality that he was posing for her. But I get it.
Because wasn't this around the time that Cordy also caught the eye of that vampire?
Oh yeah.
And he would have still tried to contact her anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he was already on the hunt for that vampire before he even met Cordy. So he would have at least ended up saving her at the house and
Yeah, she would have.
Yeah.
She would have been involved in the underground world of vampires some way.
Weak argument, Skip.
If he's telling, it's probably a lie. See, these are lies, manipulations.
And I would think that that Cordy would know a little bit about altering reality and the things that happen when you do that.
Like
in the
when she made a wish.
Yeah.
But she doesn't remember that.
Well, it's true. It's a long time. The Wish was actually an episode of Buffy season 3 covered by Potential Cast. It was released May 16th, 2011.
Oh my god.
I was young back then.
I was still a teenager. Oh
I was
God.
fatter then.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, the Witch. The Witch still has my favorite iteration of Buffy.
Oh, just
with the braid and the combat boots.
Yeah.
Like I would do whatever she wants. Like that Buffy is like for me like the supreme Buffy. And she was what in Cleveland?
Yeah.
That's inconsequential.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was Cleveland, right?
To rely on the power of friendship and community, that Buffy killed.
Yeah.
Although I think that Buffy has a lot in similarity to season 6 Buffy. Both of them are emotionally distant from the people around them.
Yeah.
Although that Buffy didn't really have people around her.
Yeah, there's different reasons.
On purpose, I imagine. Yeah.
So yeah, in that reality and in this one, there is another Hellmouth in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I love that joke in the Buffy series finale.
And now you can fill that Hellmouth with a championship trophy.
So, guys, shall we get into what happens after she takes Skip's offer?
But nothing happened.
What were your thoughts? I need to know.
That was the greatest Mary Tyler Moore / Friends type sitcom intro ever. Cordy seems like the worst show. But potentially like the nicest show.
I can
Pardon?
prove that to you. Oh, sorry, Kim, go
What are you
ahead.
talking about?
I love the theme for Cordy.
Baby
Very
Stay a While.
Friends.
Baby Stay a While was actually written and sung by David Greenwald and Marty Noxon. And then Marty Noxon plays
What do you
Cordy's...
mean you can? What do you
Yes.
mean you can prove it to me?
Marty Noxon plays Cordy's friend during the opening credits, but there is a 7-minute excerpt of Cordy that was filmed on the redressed set of Dharma and Greg to give it the true sitcom feel.
Oh, I thought it was like a recycled Friends set.
No, it was Dharma and Greg.
Oh, that's amazing.
Producer Tim Minear explains, when you look at Charisma Carpenter, she does bear a resemblance to Mary Tyler Moore. And she's so funny. We all sort of had this fetish fantasy of seeing her on a brightly lit sitcom stage with people laughing at her jokes. However, the scene wasn't quite as funny as we wanted it to be. So all but the opening credits were ultimately cut from the final episode, although I will be posting that scene in the potential cast group for you guys to watch.
You see,
awesome.
I haven't seen that. Even though I haven't seen that, I'm looking forward to that.
It's amazing. It's just
That's
like
really
it's
great.
corny in a sitcom, like a '90s sitcom. It's not that funny, but it's just funny to watch, I guess.
They do a really good job though of changing her hair up during that little opening credit scene. It looks like they've taken clips from a show that's gone on for several seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so Cordy's all rich and famous. She has an assistant who she doesn't berate nearly enough, by the way. She acts like she's really tough on him, but she isn't really. And here's the thing, I
she's
was
a bit
convinced...
distracted.
Well, yeah. Ooh, shiny. But I will say, I thought the way this was going to play out is that she was going to be transported into this new reality, but she would remember the old reality and would have difficulty adjusting to this new one.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of my most common recurring nightmare themes is being put in a situation where I have to do something and everyone around me assumes that I know how to do it, but I don't. And sometimes it's like, okay, let's go, you're on, and then I'm in a foreign country and I don't speak the language and everybody's relying on me as though I should know the language, etc., etc. So I thought Cordy was going to have to go through one of these, oh my god, what do? I'm going to try to say a line, haha! But in fact, she had no idea of any of the other stuff and was actually just fully in her world. So later on, when she sees Wesley and Gunn, she has no recollection of them, and it really is amazing. No, but no recollection of anything since the last time she saw him in Sunnydale, right? So basically, we're in a situation where what's going to happen? How is she going to change her mind? Because that, for me, was eventually what was going to happen. Like that to me had to happen. How's she going to change her mind? And it's all about the wallpaper, you guys.
Yeah, it's so weird.
El Creepo.
That's another thing. If the timeline's been changed, how come that he's still there?
Yeah. Why is that there? Why is it that Skip sets
Because
up this
permanent
alternate...
marker meets permanent.
Skip sets up this alternate reality, but for some reason she feels this draw to the Hyperion and to this 171 Oak to help this girl. So why is that?
This girl who's playing with witchcraft?
Of course she is.
You know? By the
Cold
way,
Gambo.
that girl, by the way, is Amy Garcia. She played Batista's sister Jamie on Dexter.
Yes, I recognized her from
On what?
Dexter. Dexter.
That's a
She
show
looks
with
very
Lucy Hall.
different. She looks very different on Dexter. She's had a
She looks
makeover.
so young. No, she looks so young because she probably was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's probably like 8 or 9 years older than Dexter. So.
Wow. Yeah, so Cordy's still driven by this mission, by this kind of... as Skip mentioned it in the faux mall. Have you ever had the feeling you left the oven on? You know, well, you know what? Her true calling is to be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cordy's a hero, you guys. She's the selfless, self-sacrificing, eyes on the prize, big picture focused hero. Okay,
Yeah.
who doesn't burden her friends, who's just taking pain meds so she can get through the visions because she knows that that's her calling and that's what she has to do. Which, when given an opportunity to change her life about it, her first question was, how do I still get to communicate to Angel about this girl? Like, man, she was like she was teaching us all a lesson there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the third time she's had an opportunity to give up her visions. It's every time she said no, I have to keep it. She, end of season 1, she made that decision. Then again, end of season 2 in Pylea, she just wouldn't give them up. And now again, for the third time, she's made an active decision to keep those visions. She's meant to have them.
What do you guys think? I mean, you've been with this Cordy for a few years now. In researching this episode, I did stumble across some, just people talking online and just talking about how they just hate this version of Cordy. They hate that they turned her into this character.
What? Well, they want her to be evil? They wanted her to be self-centered and snobby, and
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess they just like she's not the same person anymore.
Don't they remember the end of season 1 of Buffy when she helped save the day? I mean, she didn't have to then, but she did.
So, I don't agree with it, but I was just like, wow, geez. I mean, she's grown. She's grown into this wonderful woman, I don't know.
I like her.
Yeah. So,
wait, let's go back. Why did they not like it? Did they want her to be ditzy, self-centered Cordelia forever?
They probably just felt that. I think they just felt like they changed her character. Like they changed her to be this.
Yes, over 3 seasons.
She wasn't.
Exactly.
Well,
over 3 seasons. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I would say over 6 seasons. 3 in Buffy, 3 in Angel.
Yeah. So, Illyrio, you called out how awkward Wesley is looking as a one-armed person.
Well, I guess they did what they needed to do. But man, he looked so much thicker with the open shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't they have just given him an eye patch or something?
Yeah.
Someone already has one.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, not on this show.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, well, no, but not even on the other show. That's later.
I like that. We're actually right now in the middle of the Willow drug problem, witchcraft drug problem. At this point.
Oh my God! Yeah.
The last episode was wrecked around this time. So, but the cool bit of trivia also about Wesley losing his arm. He says he lost his arm to a conjive demon, which is actually the demon that he was fighting and trying to track down in the episode that he shows up in Angel called Parting Gifts, and Angel actually helps him fight it off. Parting Gifts is actually a first season episode of Angel covered by RedemptionCast on March 12th, 2012.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
see a running theme here.
If it wasn't for Angel, he would have lost his arm. Yeah.
Man, Cordy's so
if it
important,
wasn't for
you guys.
Angel, we'd be done podcasting.
It's funny, I do keep putting this stuff out, and yet this is all my fault, isn't it?
Well said. That's so funny.
Steph would have made you do it anyway. It wasn't just me.
Right.
We didn't want to stop.
No.
Yeah, it's funny. You said True Calling before. I'm like, we should do True Calling after this. With Eliza Dushku.
No thanks.
Come on, Jason Priestley's on that show.
Jason Priestley.
Yeah.
Jason Priestley's on a new Canadian show that looks horrible.
Yeah, I've seen the promos.
Where he's an ex-hockey player turned private eye. I'm not kidding.
Sold.
Hey man, it'll work.
Called Private Eyes, and the theme song is Private Eyes.
Wait, is it Private Ice?
No,
Is it Private
Eyes.
Ice? He's a hockey player. It should be Private Ice.
It should have been. They missed the pun there.
They also about 30 years too late, because that sounds like a perfect 90s show.
Yeah.
Canadians are not on the ball when it comes to television.
So back to our vampire detective show.
Former bad vampire turned good vampire. Private Eye.
So yeah, we find Angel driven mad by the visions, and Cordy realizes what she has to do.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room here. I thought David Boreanaz's performance was atrocious.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it was pretty weak.
It was so
Really? People in acting
bad.
nitpicks, I can never get it. I'm like totally into his show, and then people are like, "No, his acting sucked." I'm like, "What are you?"
I didn't think it was. I don't think it was that bad. I thought it
moments-
was. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I will admit when Dave Boreanaz does a good job. You know I do. But that I honestly, I was watching that and I was like, oh. I pulled a Jim from The Office. I looked
You looked at
where
the camera?
would be, and I was like, I did one of those. I looked at the camera, and I was very much. And then all of a sudden, she approaches the wild beast
That camera
in
follows you around
his
too.
natural habitat. You know, she approaches the wild beast in his natural habitat with. Excuse me. I don't care how fucked up he is. No one would leave a mattress with a giant object underneath it. Like, lay that shit down. Lay it down flat. And what? He doesn't merit sheets? Like they don't give him sheets so he can make his bed? Like, is he like this the whole
Might
time?
use this.
And he just gets worse sometimes, Robin? Is that what we're led to believe?
What? I'm sorry, didn't catch that.
That Angel
Yes.
is like this all the time, or worse?
Yeah, I assume that the visions just keep coming until they're taken care of, and then he's
Just
sort
no
of
way.
released.
I don't know, man. It's
But
weird.
yet they took care of Cynthia's demon, right? They killed that demon,
Yeah.
yet he was still like battling away in his room.
And Doyle was okay
Mhm.
when he had the visions.
Exactly. There's actually a bit of trivia around that too. Well, not trivia, but it's kind of a goof. This episode is resolved by turning Cordy half demon. Doyle was half demon, and he still had a lot of pain when he got visions.
Mhm.
So,
Well,
not half the right
what if
demon, I
Skip-
guess he was.
what if Skip was just lying to her? Like,
About?
with this vision, like, made it out that, anyways, that Angel was worse off than he really. I don't know. The vision real, or is it something that he manifested?
The vision or the reality?
Sorry,
that
the
she's in?
alternate reality. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I think the alternate reality is
What do you
real.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been something he manifested if he was testing her. I'm convinced Skip really wanted that to be reality.
Well, he could have been testing her to see if she was worthy of whatever is coming up next.
Now, he got
I don't
really
know,
upset
I'm
with her,
playing
though, when she
devil's
changed
advocate.
her mind, right?
Yeah.
Come
Because I
on,
was
we
like,
had an
"Oh."
agreement.
He's like, oh, now I got to think of another way to trap you or whatever.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm just playing.
I mean, did he miss out on a bonus or something? Is this really what's going
Mhm.
on here?
The
He
vampires
probably
are
just-
taking our jobs.
Oh, dear.
We need to build a wall made of light, and the angels will pay for it. I mean, the vampires will pay for it.
A wall full of light.
Well, he could always vote to leave the powers of EUB. Oh, don't go into that for just a couple of days away. No, that whole thing. Oh.
So, did you guys
You're right there.
appropriately respond to the whole Angel Cordy kiss? Were you intrigued?
It took me a second to figure out what she was doing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It really came out of nowhere.
She's taking the powers back. Or the visions back.
Take the power back. There's your song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I put songs at the end of these.
Yeah, it just took a second to realize what she was doing. I was like, oh.
But
yeah,
it
so
only
she
works
would
if there is love.
She would easily give
Oh, yeah?
back. I think that Cordelia and Angel are going to get it on one day.
Get it on.
Yeah.
All right.
Earlier in the season, you were saying it felt forced. Does it still feel forced, this whole Angel and Cordelia thing?
Forced?
Yeah, as in...
Like a relationship between them?
Yeah.
I think it would be predictable, but I wouldn't look away. I wouldn't. I don't know. I like them. I think I would like them together. When they were kissing there, I was just like, yeah.
I
this
can
is
totally
good.
see them going to the mall, and she goes shopping, and he sits in the boyfriend chair, just looking like,
That freaking lonely
I have
bench
to
in the
be
middle
here.
of the walkway, just sitting there. Yep. So the visions ended. She gets the powers back, and she's suddenly like, for some reason, the vision that she had has already been taken care of. That was something weird that stuck out to me. I don't even know how to explain that.
what do you mean?
When she comes back, the vision's already taken care of. She's like, "Oh, that's taken care
Well, yeah,
of. I'm having another vision."
One-armed Wesley and Bro Gunn took care of it.
That was in an alternate reality.
Unless that demon came from a different reality as well, and so, if it's dead in an alternate reality, it's dead anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's weird how that would pop up the one time that she's.
Well, there's only
out of this
one
reality.
response to what Ian said, and it's justified.
Yeah, I do it all the time when I'm on my other podcasts,
Nice.
I love that she's decided, she's like, realizes that she's half demon now, and the first thing she does is she checks for horns and checks for a tail.
That's so cute.
And my last bit of trivia here is that Buffy did the same thing when she got the demon aspect in the episode Earshot, which was an episode of Buffy that you guys covered August 3rd, 2011.
Is this leading to something?
What?
Where are you going with it?
No, it's never ending. We're all
This
in
is great.
together.
I don't know if I abide, but oh well. Hey,
Are we
have
gonna
to
be
back.
Are we gonna be podcasting longer than the run of the actual shows in real time?
Yes.
Well, unless you count the comics.
Oh yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
After the fall.
Comics
Yeah,
don't
after the
count.
fall.
Comics are stupid. Bruce writes, on the episodic level, I like it. It's a nice character study of Cordelia, who really can't avoid helping people now. This is like her own version of The Trial. The alternate history is simple and works well in that she hasn't met Gunn or seen Wesley since graduation day because she never met up with Angel in L.A. Having the address on the renovated wall is questionable in that timeline, but that isn't the only oddity, so it's probably intentional. On a broader level, if there was ever an episode which can be studied and pondered over, this would probably be the one. When Cordy first went into the coma, was that Skip fluttering around in the shadows and making with scary whispers? Or did he have to get past something else to reach Cordelia? Was Tammy really called Tammy in 1630? As best I can tell, Tammy is the feminine form of Thomas, which means twin. Odd that Angel talking to the conduit can be seen by Skip and Cordy, but not the other way around. Well, that's how Christmas Carol works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Christmas Carol rules.
The conduit says that it speaks for the powers that be and will not interfere since Cordelia's path has already been chosen, while Skip says that he's from the powers that be and is asking Cordelia to choose a path. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, Skip is no good, man. Skip is no good. The conduit says that the powers of nothing go away. Skip says that Cordy was meant to be famous and rich and the powers will make that happen. Lawrence says that only a champion can deal with the conduit, while Skip says there's a little that there's a little connection to the powers that be inside everyone. Cynthia York is a big fan. Maybe the famous person she just met would like to see her pentagram.
Well, I can buy that. I can buy that. There are those people who are they have such a need to make a personal connection with a celebrity. That works.
I can also imagine there's places on the internet. If she's researched pentagrams and stuff like that, there must be a place where you've got Cordelia's Tracy's history. Oh, she went to Sunnydale High, where all this mysterious supernatural stuff goes on. So she must really like pentagrams. She'll think that's really cool.
Cordy's got a whole profile
Maybe.
page on Demons.
Is it just me, or does Skip's final line sound like Cordelia finally reached the decision he expected or wanted? It was Skip who first brought up the idea that nagging feeling like you've forgotten something, which is what alternate Cordelia experienced almost immediately. I'm not saying the specific thing is or isn't happening, but in the chronology of the show, it's only been 5 episodes since they introduced the idea of some outside agent hacking into their connections with the powers that be. Maybe security and or interpretation and or some other issue needs to be attended to. Just something to think about, or not. Bruce, I don't know, man. I'm not on the Skip train. I think Skip is upset with Cordy because this ruins his chance to get his bonus. And so, yeah, that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Good call.
That's all the feedback we have. I'm presuming that it's just been so long that all our listeners are dead.
Okay.
Or they've moved on to another Angel podcast. Oh,
Or they're stuck on the astral plane.
yeah. Return to your seats. Yeah. So that was feedback. You guys ready to rate?
Okay.
Sure.
Who's first?
I like
We
this
could let our guest go if
episode.
he's
Okay,
ready.
never
Oh,
mind. Go
Tim.
ahead. No, it's okay. It's
Tim.
okay. It's okay. Ian,
Tim,
please
go.
be our guest. Be our
If
guest.
you want me to, I'll go first. Well, I'm glad I got this episode because it's a light episode for Angel. I mean, there's some dark elements in it, but after the really heavily dark and intense episodes we've been having, Birthday's a lovely break point in the series, and it's got, I mean, Chip, whether he's a good character or a bad character, he's an interesting character, and Cordy's always brilliant. I also love some of the way this episode is shot, especially when you get the alternate reality. There's a lot of contrast. You've got lovely gold in the Cordy set, and then this blue, this washed out pale blue of Wes's apartment, and it feels so surreal, and I think that was done quite well. Overall, lovely bit of fun story and some mystery going forward, I think. So I'm going to give it 8 out of 10 underpaid staff members. I haven't got a good rating, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Well, good.
Kim, you want to go?
Sure. I really like this episode. I thought maybe it's mostly because I haven't seen Angel since 2015. I was good to revisit some old friends. But yeah, I tend to like the Cordelia episodes more and more. I've always liked Cordelia. Um, I was hoping it would. This is so contradictory of me to say because I was hoping it to be a little more farcy, like uh, funnier. But I guess I understand what they were going for. I honest to God was hoping to see a body switch when she sat on Angel. I was like, yes, and then no, and then when they were talking about how Angel wasn't the Angel that she was used to in present day, of course, my ultimate dream, I was like, Angelus! No, it wasn't that either. So, but anyways, long story short, I really enjoyed the episode. It got me thinking about a couple of theories for future. I don't want to reveal now because I don't have them fully formed. But yes, but I don't know. I
There's a
think
hydro station in this one?
no. I think I don't know. I just don't. I don't think Cordelia's going to last to the end. And
Ooh.
and I think this episode hinted at it, and then it gave us a little bit of hope because at the end, she was friggin' levitating, which was awesome. But
we forgot to say that.
Yeah.
That's kind of big.
yeah, big reveal. But I just don't feel she's gonna make it, and I don't know why, how, when, where, what yet. But it was a bit of foreshadowing for me in this episode. Anyways, I will give it also 8 out of 10 acceptance speeches.
Sorry, before anyone else goes, when Cordy was levitating, did anyone expect her to kind of kick her legs out in kind of a Disney-esque manner, kind of go, "Woo, I'm floating"?
That would have been awesome.
You can fly, you can fly.
I just like when they're all like, That was great.
I thought this episode was fantastic. And although I'm less of a fan of ancient Persian languages, Farsi,
I got as soon as I said it, I was like,
just every time I hear it, I just think the same thing. That one student I knew while I was at school who just made her whole PhD doctoral thesis on Farsi and variants of it. And I was like, how do you exist in the same city as me? And it's just left my brain. So I loved it. I thought it was great. I love those out-of-body experience
I
tropes.
love it too.
I loved her having to choose. I loved the Cordy show. I loved her assistant. Skip can go fuck himself. This episode gets 9 out of 10. Really dangly Lorne horns.
Oh.
Lorne horns.
Lorne horns.
Oh.
Steph?
I will say I love it. It's so much fun. It's just a great character portrait of Cordy. I take a point away for Angels for David.
Hey, careful.
Boreanaz.
David
What?
Boreanaz's terrible acting.
No, he was bad, but he wasn't David Duchovny bad. Come on.
No, David Duchovny's not bad. He makes interesting choices. So 9 out of 10. Overly lit, lame sitcom sets.
I
And
love
again,
that.
that scene is on the potential cast page. I have tagged you guys in it, so it should show up in your notifications.
Nice.
And for me, I love the episode. We're halfway through season 3. This is a very awesome Cordy episode. A very It's a Wonderful Life kind of episode. It's also it's a very important episode. It's a big change has just happened to Cordy. This is huge. you know, as a person that's seen this series a few times over all the way through, it's interesting to see, you know, from that point of view. So that's all I'll say. I'm going to say 9 out of 10 phantom birthday parties.
Aww.
And that gives us an 8.6 for this episode.
Nice.
Dennis.
The
Hey,
highest
that's what we
rated
thought.
episode.
You can
this
let
season.
us know. You can let us know what you think
Oh, wait.
by sending
Sorry.
us an email at.
RedemptionCast@gmail.com, correct?
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. You can go to the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/potentialcast, redemptioncast.blogspot.com, and at RedemptionCast. Robin, what's our average? Were you saying this is the highest score this season so far?
I was wrong. It's the second highest.
Oh.
I looked right over Lullaby because it's so generic. Because it seems like, well, every one of us gave it a 10. So that is the perfect episode this season. So sorry, it's the second highest.
Yeah, I mean, this episode didn't Darla, so. Nope. Hey, is it time to quote?
Yay!
Hey, guest, Ian, give us a quote.
Hey, I get to go first and quote. I don't normally get to do this on my shows, so I'm going to go for Lorne. For the love of God, someone get me a sea breeze.
Kim?
So I'd score a touchdown, metaphorically speaking. Hell yeah!
Oh, whoa. Dirty people, not touching the baby. But pig drinking bloodsuckers are okay? I meant that in a nice way.
Hey, is it true that you in Westbrook that you had a little humiliating kiss where he drooled all over my chin? Yeah, but I've worked really hard to repress it.
I'd just like to say thank you. You believed in me when no one else would. Even in my darkest hours, you were there for me, and that means more to me than you'll ever know. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, I love you. To all my fans, this is for you. Now I'm going to do my quote now. It's Lauren saying jumping Judas on a unicycle. Okay.
Yeah, Lord's
That's a
got
good
some
one.
Good quotes.
I have another one.
Yeah, I've got more. It's up to you guys. What
Did you get the invitation? Oh, why yes, Angel. My horn should grow back in a couple of days. So kind of you to be concerned. Yeah, I don't know. I think Angel may have gotten some of Cordy's bitchiness, and Cordy got some of Angel's
Broodiness.
awesomeness over the years. No, I think sometimes she's as much of a champion as anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got another one.
Oh, awesome.
Actually, this is more of a construct of them all. You know, like in The Matrix. You've seen The Matrix? Love that flick. When Trinity's all, dodge this, and the agent goes and crumbles to the... I'm not really instilling any more awe, am I?
Yeah. Love Skip. Fuck yourself, Skip. You got all selfish and all that. Any other quotes, or are we ready to wrap up?
We're taking our jobs.
What? Oh, you're quoting an evil orange man. By the way, since this isn't going to get published for a while, let's have two takes of our reaction to the referendum in Great Britain. Oh my God! I always knew that Britain would stay in the EU. Thank goodness.
Oh, really? Oh, that's... although
God, that
they're
fight
going to
was
mess it
over.
up. They're going to mess things up anyway.
No, we're in the future, Ian. We're in the future. Oh man, can you believe those idiot, limey bastards voted to leave the EU?
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
I can't
Really
believe
good take
Great
on
Britain was on the back of a turtle this entire time.
Yeah. It's weird how that happened, huh? Science this and science that, and it's just some stupid giant turtle. All right, everybody. What's on the slate for next time?
Oh, yeah. Next time, we got 55 episodes left.
4
All
more
in one
years.
4 more years. Yes, we can. The next episode is called Provider.
Oh, nice. Someone's gonna get all, hey, I gotta provide for you.
I'm going to provide for you.
The lech creepy.
Let's see how many episodes they keep the baby out of the picture.
Yeah, because the baby just kind of disappeared today. It was there for the
That's a
beginning.
good point.
I
Regular
wonder if
reality.
Dennis has a sister ghost who's a nanny. Right? That'd be funny. Ian, thank you so much for joining us.
It's been great being on.
We loved having you on. Now plug away, please.
Okay, well, I do actually do a couple of podcasts, one of which is down below, a Babylon 5 podcast. We've just started season 5, so getting very close to the end now, but you can still find us. That's down below podcast. It's on Facebook, and you can find us online in the usual places. I also do We're Queer, which is a Doctor Who podcast from a queer perspective. And there's no new episodes of Doctor Who out at the moment, so we're watching old episodes and we have discussions on various little subjects.
Awesome. When's the next Doctor Who episode airing? Is it the Christmas special that's airing?
It'll be the Christmas special, but there's a spin-off that's starting at some point, we still don't know when, called Class.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it going to be more or less sexy than Torchwood?
I think it's meant to be a bit less sexy.
Okay.
I think it's aimed at teenagers.
Wait, Torchwood wasn't? Yeah, I missed that show. Yanto!
We just finished reviewing Greek Sparing Gifts. That'll be out in a couple of weeks.
Fantastic. Thanks again, Ian. We really appreciate it. Everyone, thank you for...
on.
Awesome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking with us. We're sticking with this. It's just been a little busy. This summer should maybe free up a little bit, though. All right. Until next time, goodbye.
Namaste.
Bye.
Rough.
Sadie says bye.